2 weeks ago, when Raymond was in holiday, he asked me this question: what do you do if something works in the development, but it throws some weird error in production? So basically, what happens is he had this weird code that is hard to read, right? Basically, if I remember correctly, line 6, you have this S variable that was throwing an error in production. And the interesting part as well was that there were no source map. So basically, it was throwing an error, but the error was like unreadable because it was hidden in a stack of, in a huge stack, and basically it was not giving any useful information. So we started to give to debug, and after a while, I said, maybe it's just regenerator runtime that is missing in workers. So does anyone know what is regenerator runtime?
Are you looking for somebody to answer?
Yes, it's a question.
Do you want me to answer it?
Yeah,
or you want somebody else to answer it?
Can, if you know.
I know, it's the polyfill for async await.
Exactly. So regenerator runtime. If we look at it, basically, like RJ said, it will allow you to use async await into the browser. But the thing is that the browsers already support async await. What's the support? Something like this. Everything but Internet Explorer already support async await. So it was failing because, like I said, I think it was targeting. It was not targeting recent browser. So what was happening is that under the hood, Babel was transpiling the code into an old version that was compatible with, for instance, Internet Explorer. And so it was using a regenerator runtime to make use of async await. And I added something like that. You should try to use Vite to create a new simple project to reproduce the issue. Which is why today I will talk about Vite. So what is Vite? Vite is like a Create React app. It's a tool for you to help to create new application. The good thing with Vite is that it's a French word, so it's very good. So it must be good just because it's a French word, which means fast. It has been created by the creator of Vue.js, Evan You. So that guy, Evan You, so which is the lone creator of Vue.js. And there is a main difference between Vite and tools like React App, is that it targets modern web projects. So the idea is that instead of having, especially in development, something that will target older browser like Internet Explorer, and instead of having something that try to transpile many stuff that doesn't need, it will just use modern capabilities that are already available in the browser. So for instance, that means that it will use directly ECMAScript modules. And also, what we just see before was the issue with the async await. It will just use async await because it's already available in the browser. I will just, so I will not go through all the features that are available in Vite. Basically, it's roughly the same. If you just check this, if you go to features, you will see basically there is TypeScript support, there is Vue, JSX, CSS. So for instance, there is Post CSS, but it also supports Sass, Less, Stylus. It supports importing JSON and so on and so forth. And there is this web workers as well, which is actually interesting because, okay, I didn't put the reason of the issue that Raymond faced, But basically, Raymond was using web workers, and what happens with Create React App is when it bundles the application, it won't add a regenerator runtime directly inside the web workers. And it turns out so that Raymond didn't listen to me, actually. He didn't try to use Vite. What he did, he spent a lot of time to try to compile his project for modern browsers, and that fixed his issue. And he was able to use correctly his application. I will just quickly show the diagram. Good. Beam. So I created this application. Basically, it's doing nothing. It's a base Create React App application. I just added this async function so that we can see how it's transpiled to when you run the build. So when you run the build, actually it will be transpiled to this. If you are really careful, it's really like this one. How do I get rid of this? Like this? Like this?
Control B.
Control B? Okay, thank you. Put it. So it's really the same as this code. So you can see it's a.mark, a.mark, a.wrap, a.wrap. So basically, this is really the transpilation of the async await as it's working in all browser. So meaning especially Internet Explorer. But basically, this is what you will have in your code every time. So even if you are using your own browser, it will run this. It won't use async await. So this is the output for Create React app-based application. And if we check Vite, Control P, wonderful. So it will be where it is. Oops. Where are you? What did I put? So I did the same. I just added this async await function. What is? Oh, okay, it's just sorry. And you can see it doesn't change anything. It just minify it because that's what all bundlers do. It just minify it, and that's all. So what does Vite use? Please, thank you. There is one interesting, I think, module that Vite use. It's called ESBuild. So you must all know Webpack. So Webpack, you know, it's a loader that is used in many projects. So it's what I think Create React App still use Webpack. You also have loader like Rollup. This one, okay, it's next generation, but not completely. And you have this one, ESBuild, which is a JavaScript bundler, but this one, unlike the other, it's not written in JavaScript. It's written in Go. And because it's written in Go, basically it makes it very fast. Like if you just check the graph, it makes it very, 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 very fast. So for something that takes 40 seconds for Webpack, it will just take less than 1 second for ESBuild. So Vite will use this in development. So far, for the moment, they don't use this in production, but it's very important to just say that Vite, for the moment, mainly focus the dev experience. Because what happens with Webpack, especially when your project will grow, is that your build, or not the build, but the dev command, or the starting server will just linearly grow in time as long as you keep adding features and files into your project. I will just quickly demo how fast it is. Let me start. There is one thing that is cool as well, that it uses the latest React app. What's the name? The React app module. I don't remember the name, but basically it will keep the the state in memory. So for instance, if I just change this, you can see it just changed the text. It didn't change the state of my component. This is very cool because sometimes when you change a component, it will eventually refresh the state, eventually reload the page depending on what you changed. And then you will lose the state. And if you need, sometimes when you have complex workflow where you need to, I don't know, input many stuff into forms and then dig into some app state, it can be long to debug. So this is very cool. Also, like you can have noticed, it's very, very fast. It's very instant. As soon as I save the file, the changes here. When you open the DevTools, you can see that it's reusing modules. So for instance, if I search for module, you can see that they will load the main application really as a module. And basically, they will do that even with dependencies. So for instance, can I see it? So for instance, here, if you add modules, do I have one? Yes. So if I get rid of this, I think it will already be bundled. Let me try this and this. Okay, too bad. It's already in there, but basically every time you will add a new dependency, it will directly show that the dependency has been added, has been compiled to be a compatible module, and is just loaded as a native module, which is very cool. Okay, so like I mentioned, I won't go deep into the features because basically the features are really the same. For developer, it's like having good CSS support, having access to TypeScript, no matter which kind of application you create. So Vite supports React, support Vue. What is it? Vue. What else do you have? Lit Element, Vanilla. I think they mentioned that they will support Svelte or whatever, but I think that there is no, as long as you use vanilla things, it should be easy for Vite to just integrate it into it. What else could I say? So yeah, like I said, it's really targeted for the developer experience. I think last time I shared a video where you can see Vanu that explain many features that are available in Vite, which I really recommend you. And I think that's all for me. So if you have any question.
Yes. So are we going to try this out?
I mean, if everybody is open, we can. I'm fine with it. It looks okay. The V1 has been released like quite recently, but it looks stable enough. Like I mentioned, it's using ESBuild in development, but in production they use Rollup.
What up? Rollup?
Yes, they use Rollup. Where is it? It's written here. Yes, it's explained here. They said that ESBuild is not ready for production yet, but eventually it will be. And the date will be, they will just change Rollup to ESBuild. So far, they just use Rollup because mainly, like they say, it's more mature and flexible.
Does this pose issues like if, let's say, you're going to configure, just like sometimes you do configure your Webpack, like instead of configuring like one Webpack, now you do like ESBuild and then roll out configuration.
Okay, eventually, I didn't look at how you can extend it. I know, so basically it's very opinionated. So you shouldn't have much to configure regarding that. But eventually, yes, I think there could be like some conflict, or even, let's say you have something that is doable in Rollup and not doable in ESBuild. But this part I haven't tried yet, so it's possible.
We can try using this for the admin site revamp.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, because it's a standalone site with not many implications.
I thought it's not under production yet.
Try lah.
Okay. I can try.
Do you have other question? So it supports SSR, it supports many things, but and again, it's like a normal bundler. So if you're keen, I can try to set it up for admin with Chenren, because Chenren looks like he wants to work on the admin website, right?
Yep.
So
But not so fast. Most likely next after 2 sprint later.
yeah, no problem, no problem. It's not urgent. So yes, we can have a look on this and try it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks,
Thanks.
Lauren.
Thanks.
Next guy, Carl.
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen. Sorry, I have to allow some